Hello, it's me from the future, and before I welcome you to this Let's Play series, I want to state a few things. First of all, I highly recommend watching my first playthrough of the game, because I start more or less in the middle of it, so after the prologue and all that stuff has already happened. I will skip all the dialogue I already read in my first playthrough, so if you want to know most of the dialogue in chapter 1, I highly recommend watching my first playthrough of the game. And I also want to ask you if you don't be so harsh and give up on the series too soon, because the first couple of episodes are not so good, I must say, because I wasn't just so used to the visual novel thing. I mean, I read English before, but I never had to read English as much before. And I stumbled a lot, and I sometimes don't look too enthusiastic and all that fancy stuff. But it gets better, and it gets really good and highly emotional. So please, I highly recommend watch it first. And yeah, as you already can see, I got Hanako without looking up any walkthroughs. I just intuitionally looked which answers could lead me to her path. And yeah, I got her. And yes, in the ending, if you wonder, I cried. I cried some tears in the ending after I realized I got into her route. And without further ado, now my past self will introduce himself again, and he will stutter a lot, even more than I did just now. But this is a great thing, and I'm really into it right now. So yeah, that's it from the future. I will see you then in the present later. Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. After the really frustrating ending of G Senjo no Mao. I mean, I haven't seen the ending yet, but I had to end the Let's Play. You can all see that in a different video. I won't go into that more, but I struggled to find any good visual novels, more or less, and I got the suggestion, just go back to Katawa Shoujo, there's a lot more to discover. Initially, I wanted to delay this for quite some time, but I think the time has delayed enough. And yeah, the first goal is getting Hanako this time, as you can probably see on the picture behind me. So this playthrough is focused on getting Hanako and trying to get her good ending without any walkthrough. The only thing which I maybe look up is how to get to the Hanako road, but for now I try to figure it out myself. So the first act, as I read it, will probably most likely be the same thing as for every route, with only slight differences. So I will not read everything through again. So with that said, there's a lot of skipping in the first episode and not a lot of reading going on. Even though I really love the reading in this, I like to give the characters voices and personalities. Well, the personality they have already, but I try to emphasize those personalities through my own voice, and this is why I enjoy those visual novels so much. And the second thing is, of course, if the story is well written, I really get into it and emotionally attached. So yeah. But I think this is enough of palaver in the first few minutes of this playthrough. Sit back, kick back and relax now as I try to figure out how to get Hanako. I attempt a few things. Good thing is there's a skip button in this, so I think I just load up a save. I think this is the first save I need to have. So let's see. I already did this. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Oh yeah, and by the way, I kind of forgot most of the voices after the long time, so excuse me if I change them up a little bit, but it's really hard to get the same voice again as I did before. And this gives it a little bit more spice in it. So, I think at least. Whatever. Let's go with this. So this was one of the first decisions. I just go with yes, of course. And then we initiate the skip mode. Nice pictures. This brings back so much memories. Ah. Dum dum. I wonder. Ask about the library. Hanako really likes to go into the library, so we ask about the library. So I'm actually going to read now. Is the music too loud? I have the feeling it could be too loud. Let me just figure this out really quick. Okay, the volume should be fine, so here we go. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks! I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom. I don't know if this is at first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over the desk the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into her room with the elegance of a wino. I think she shrinks deeper into her seat. You can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she really were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it as I walked away. Sorry, this is not the normal pace I would read this. I'm just trying to figure out if I already have read this or not. Begin to converse about her even when the classroom... Okay, I think this is already... We already had this. Kenji! Oh, Kenji! Kenji, my man. Okay, there we go. Seeing all of this again. Let's see. Go on. So yeah, they want to play with me a game of Whisk. So she has a point, attack aggressively. It's a trap, it's smarter to play defensively here. I think I just go with this again. And we're skipping. Let's see. Ah, there, Lily. Aww. I really tried to get into her world too, but someone said I should pick her last. For some reasons. I don't know which yet. And there she is! Hi, I'm new here. We're in the same class. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. We're going with this. We're going with a direct approach again. Okay, we startle her. There's she. Kenji again, of course. Why not? Kenji, my man. She was cute as hell. Of course she was cute. Why wouldn't she? Okay. Despite the burn marks, which doesn't seem to be that. Oh god, don't come so close. Oh! Okay, I think I discovered something. Wait. She seems to have notes from the previous... Signs are so there's never a conversation will be left out of. One of this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her I wouldn't be able to understand and vice versa. Watch it, Jan. A friend of my enemy is my enemy. That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. What? It's noticed our and it makes realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. Jan wouldn't get along with her. Oh! This is interesting! Just the fact that there's work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of... I almost want to say about how her rush to get started seems a bit much. So happy, have love at my expense. Even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. It's okay, we were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Okay, that we had already this. Important anyway, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how the rush to get... While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Who? Hik-chan. Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hik-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hik-chan. Why not? Hik-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lighting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hik-chan! By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. And she makes a frowny face. What, Hik-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. You said it anyway. I know, Hik-chan. It's fine if you overhear. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time, so there's never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? ... Looks very stupid. Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hik-chan. We finish with time to spare, and I decide to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe they seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the ones with actual boxed lunch mixed in, and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels that I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Not reading your book, we go to talk with Hanako, because why the hell not? And I want to check something. Okay, this should be a teeny bit better now. So, let's go on with this. Go talk with Hanako. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday. So, I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Hisao? No, this is the wrong voice. Hisao? Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I noticed her scowling once more. It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. Okay, yeah, there's a burn mark and there are several burn marks, but this side looks still... That's okay. It was my fault. Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. So, are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily the blind girl? Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities is a faux pas of the worst kind or just normal here. Good question. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if... it's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Huh? Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Oh yeah, they hate each other for dumb reasons. Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? They just told you that a few minutes before, that Shizune doesn't like Lily. Or doesn't get along with Hanako, so no. Oh no, sorry for insulting you. You are right. Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense, Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha's, even when you can see whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I am the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. No, this is not a smile, it's a... or something like that. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily. Ah, Hanako. Good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them, even though that's impossible. I suppose we'd best be off then. Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they are still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you one off yesterday. Oh, my, is that he so? I didn't realize you were here. It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Sorry, Lily. I thought you realized. No, it's alright, Hanako. Hiso, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're feeling a little confused, please, of course, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I remember that. Why is the music so quiet now? It's either really loud or really quiet. It's cringy for me. Whatever. Lily? Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hiso, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologize really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kinda pushing it, but Lily quietly still smiling. I'm sure that we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes wide-eyed. Sure. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave all three together. Oh, there! This is where it starts! This is where it starts. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she's practically half hugging her as they go. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little, and my vision briefly goes black. Oh yeah! Guess who's coming? Ouch! It's Amy! The last waifu! But she's still... whatever. Oh, I never used the term so blatantly. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. So I only pick up my pace because this seems to be only a little bit of repeatance. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. The last time, by the way, we were walking out of the class with Shizune and Misha, and this time we are walking out of the class with Hanako and Lily, so there's a big difference in the plot right now. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they are not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs and in shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, whoops her nose, and jumps up. Oh man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She's looking really apologetic in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself up wide, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time, but it's nothing more than that. You sure okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, I said I was fine, and nothing's broken, no harm done. That's good, So, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me, nothing serious, just winded. Sorry, it's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff, and I was in kind of a hurry. That someone here's Amy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily. Hanako. I guess the girls know each other, but we never met them in the Amy tribe ever again, if I'm remembering correctly. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that. I was just... I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. So, sorry, but I've gotta change and everything. Before any of us can say a thing, Amy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? The change of look. There are more woods in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Amy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway, and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in mind from yesterday.